When I hired on GM, I thought I had a job for life. My mom retired from there. My grandpa was a retired factory worker. When you got jobs like that, you were set. I would never have believed anybody that told me that plant would ever shut down. I worked at Moraine in the truck and bus. I worked in material for almost 12 years. The majority of the time, you're basically pushing your body as fast as you can from bell to bell, from break to break. There's not a lot of downtime to even take a drink of water. You get home and your body is so sore and tired and you're done, you're spent. I wanted to do something else. Not that I thought that I would ever need it, but there was always a desire to do something in the healthcare field. That was always where my love was. There was a lot of rumors, everything going on with GM, and my husband and I had talked, and I'd gone down to a local college and signed up and did the placement testing, and I signed the papers to take the buyout. I remember you had 7 days to change your mind, and day 7 came, and my husband and I was like, okay, this is it. And we both held strong that, this was the right decision. And it was the very next day that they made the announcement that they were closing the plant. So I was like, well, I guess it was the right decision. It was surreal. Just a few months ago, I was a factory worker, and now I was a college student. I was around 35 at the time. But I was determined. I was going to make it work this time. Well, I had no choice. I had to make it work. It was kind of overwhelming, to say the least. There was a lot of younger kids around me, and, I did see a lot of people that I recognized. A lot of people from GM. Dealing with needles and blood, and, I remember even as a kid watching every medical show I could find on TV, and other people might walk out of the room. I would just be intrigued by it. I think the biggest thing that amazed me going through all the different classes and learning about the human body system is just how everything works together. And if something is off just a slight bit, how it can affect everything else. There was a couple courses I was just like chemistry. I think the chemistry threw me for a loop because I don't even remember having chemistry in high school. But there again, that was like 20 years ago too. But yeah, I had many times through school, I looked at my husband in tears and I was like, what am I doing? I'm too old for this. I've been out of school for too long. I can't do this. And he was all, yes, you can do this. Yes, you can. I learned how to find help and develop support systems along the way. I had to learn to be assertive. And if I had that question or I didn't understand something, to contact the teacher or find help. My daughter was 12 or 13 when I first started school, and there was a lot of sacrifices that, we had to make, including her horseback riding lessons, her karate lessons. We had to stop that, anything. There's been no vacations. I was working at a local hospital as a nurse's aide, but I was only making like 1/3 of what I made when I worked at GM. But we still had, the same house payment and a lot of the same bills. We've only been buying necessities. Haven't bought anything for around the house or, anything extra. Last year, my dad got sick. My first reaction was I needed to drop to help take care of him. And he actually was recovering, and then we lost him. At that point, I'd met some incredible teachers and great friends from school. Very supportive, and they encouraged me through that, and they kept pushing me to keep going, and I did, and made it. It was an incredible time when I finally graduated to be done. I was so used to all of my time going to studying that it's kind of taken an adjustment to get back to regular life. Like, I can go do that, or I can read a book for fun or watch TV or spend time with family, and I've only been on the floor for a couple days as a nurse now. Right now, I'm back to being overwhelmed, but I know I'll get it. It'll just take time. Just got my first paycheck today, and for the first time in 3 to 4 years, I went to the grocery today and didn't really worry about what I was spending. And that was a great feeling. when I got home at the end of the day, I feel like I had done something. I had made an improvement in people's lives. And that is something I never got in 13 years at GM. And I really, truly believe I'm exactly where I'm supposed to be. I think if I hadn't done this and things hadn't worked out the way they would have, and, you know, I would have retired from GM after 30 years, I think there would always have been a part of me that wondered what might have been. It's still hard to believe. I'm still, you know, I really did this. You know, 4 years ago I was a factory worker, and today I'm a registered nurse, and I'm doing what I always wanted to do.